What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy Am for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first thing I see is the first thing I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, or my TikTok. If y'all want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to my notification gang. I would love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read. I actually think I skipped over it. Which sign is it? It's Sagittarius, so we're going to go ahead and get it started. But nonetheless, everybody, happy Thursday. Hope you all are well. Hope you guys are having yourselves a fantastic time, and let's go ahead and get on into it. So jumping on in here into the Sagittarian, let's see what's going on here for the birthday peeps. How are my Sagittarians doing? Happy birthday to every single one of you. Hope you're having a great birthday and a great birth season. So let's see what's going on here, baby. What do we got going on here for Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. You did have a Knight of Pentacles come out. I'm going to put it back in the deck, but that could definitely be a message coming in saying to take things a little bit more slow. So this could be a time here, Sagittarius, to take things more slowly. So if there's anything that's happening in your life that you're rushing, or if you feel like things are moving too fast, slow down a little bit. You know, enjoy the air is kind of what I'm feeling here for you. Enjoy the breeze, all right? All right, though, Sagittarian, let's go ahead and get ourselves here one last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on here, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. All right, Sagittarius, overall energy here for you is going to be the Chariot. So you could be connecting here possibly with a Cancer for a few of you. Having a look here at your current energy, we got here the Empress in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we do have here the High Priestess. And then looking at the outcome for your next 24 hours, we have here the Three of Cups. So let's see what's going on here for the Sagittarian gang. Having a look here into your next 24 hours, we do have here the Chariot paired with the Empress in reverse. So I kind of get a vibe here a little bit that you're trying to move on from a situation or kind of outgrow something, but you might be feeling like it's kind of difficult to do so. So I definitely feel like you're trying to outgrow or move on from somebody or something, but it just seems like the process has been pretty difficult. Looking at what you're dealing with here being the High Priestess, you know, on an intuitive level here, Sagittarius, you know that this is probably the best idea. You know that this is probably the best thing for you to do, but ultimately there is still some form of happiness or joy that you have in a situation that you know is potentially holding you back. I almost get the vibe here, Sag, that you know that something maybe not, or you know that something might not actually be the best thing for you, but there are good aspects to it too. I feel like the negative aspects are almost outweighing the positive aspects, but because there are still positive aspects, it's really hard to let it go. Okay, so I don't know necessarily what this is. Maybe it's a certain kind of friendship, maybe it's a romantic relationship, maybe it's a job. You know, at the end of the day, especially in the working place, you know, there could be a lot of things about the job that sucks, but then there might be a few benefits that you kind of feel are worth it to you. So it's pretty difficult here. You're kind of getting that intuitive nudge here to walk away or to completely disband from a situation in your life. You think that, or more so, your intuition is telling you, you know that it's time to outgrow something, but it's very difficult to do it when there is still stuff there that brings you joy. So I almost feel like you kind of have to ask yourself this question. Moving into your next 24 hours, Sagittarius, you kind of have to ask yourself and say, hey, you know, with all the negative aspects I'm experiencing, does it truly outweigh the positive ones? With all the negative aspects that I'm experiencing, is this worth it? You're going to have to really go deep and kind of find that answer within. Because I think intuitively, you know, you're getting that nudge, man. Intuitively, your intuition's saying, hey, it's time to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. But as for you here, Sag, it's kind of conflicting because you do find joy in some of what you're experiencing here. So I would say, listen, I don't think I can give you any advice here, honestly, that I feel would be best suited other than go with what you feel is right. I would always tell people to go with what their intuition is telling them, but take some time to go deep here to really come up with a decision. Okay? All right, though, Sagittarius, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Interesting message. Not exactly what I felt like we would get here for Sag, so I'm not sure how many people that's going to end up resonating to, but either way, though, if it does resonate, cool. If not, don't apply it, okay? All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we started out here with the fire for today. We're going to go ahead and do fire, earth, water, and air. Jumping on into our earth signs, let's go ahead and have a look here at the Capricorn, baby. Let's see what's going on. What do we got showing up here for Capricorn? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Ooh, we got a couple cards coming out here for you. But nonetheless, let's keep it going. What do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Capricorn, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on here, baby. Hopefully all is well. Capricorn, overall energy for you is going to be the Nine of Swords. You could be connecting here potentially with an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Having a look here at your current energy, we do have the Lovers in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have here the Five of Cups, and then looking at the outcome here for you, Cappy, is going to be the Page of Swords in the reverse position. So for Capricorns, let's see what's happening here for you guys. Nine of Swords here, Lovers in reverse. I do feel like you're stressing about some sort of connection you have in your life. And when I say the term connection, it doesn't necessarily mean romantic connection. This could be a friendship, a relationship you have with a family member, a friend, so on and so forth. So there's some sort of connection or some sort of relationship here that I feel is putting you through a great deal of stress moving into your next 24 hours. And I think there's a high level of disappointment that you're experiencing within this relationship too, because I mean, taking a look at what you're dealing with here being the Five of Cups here is a card that represents being pretty disappointed and being not really being or taking joy in a situation right now with somebody. So I do feel like you're kind of unhappy with where you're at with someone, Capricorn. And then looking at the outcome here being the Page of Swords reversed, Page of Swords reversed to me is that you're even in a space right now too where you're not really interested in trying to fix the situation or find a solution due to kind of how disappointed you are based upon someone's actions. So I feel like somebody here has definitely disappointed you, and you're kind of in that space where it's like, I don't really want to reach out, I don't really want to work on this, I don't really want to do anything, I'm just so disappointed and unhappy with their actions that it's almost like there could be shock happening or disbelief happening here at the same time, but you know that you don't really want to engage, you want to stay away from this individual and have the communication cut off here with the Page of Swords in reverse. So of course, Capricorn, take it if it resonates, and if it's not your message, don't apply it to your life, but I kind of get a bit of a feeling here that there could be someone in your life who's disappointed you, and it's kind of led you to want to stay away from them. You know, right now you kind of really need your space, and it's like, we'll talk about it later based upon what we do in terms of the future, but as of right now, I need my space from you, and I'm going to kind of continue to do my own thing while I process things. So I kind of feel like you're processing a person's actions. You know, something might have happened here that you didn't expect, or something might have came up from this individual that you didn't expect. So by you taking a step back and taking out time to process this, you'll deal with what happens later. You know, the state of the relationship isn't necessarily what's on your mind. What's on your mind is what happened. So in terms of the future, we'll see where it goes, but as of right now, I do see you kind of taking a step back from somebody here, okay? All right, Capricorn, really tough message here for you. Hopefully, it does all work out for the best for those of you that are dealing with this current situation, and yeah, wishing you guys the best here, depending on what's going on, all right? All right, Capricorn, let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, we finished up our Earth, so we did our fire, we did our Earth. Let's go ahead and jump on into the water signs now, and have a look here at the Pisces. Let's see what we got going on here for the fish, baby. What's showing up here for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my beautiful fish, you guys are coming through pretty quickly here today. Let's get ourselves one more shuffle, and we'll see what's in store here for you. Hopefully, all is well. What do we got going on here for Team Pisces? Okay. Pisces, overall energy here is going to be the the star card in the reverse. It's interesting that I got the strength out of this. You could be dealing with, you know, an Aquarius here, but because I said the strength card, you could also be connecting with a Leo. Nonetheless, though, Pisces, star in reverse is the overall energy. Looking at your current energy, we got here the Seven of Swords in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got the King of Pentacles in reverse. And then the outcome here for you, Pisces, is going to be the Four of Pentacles. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Pisces, moving on into your next 24 hours, star in reverse here to the Seven of Swords in the reverse position. I get a little bit of a feeling here for you, Pisces, that there is a certain level of regret for going towards a certain path that you really kind of regret setting foot on. It's almost like you wish you didn't take X, Y, and Z, right? I wish I didn't go on this path. I wish I didn't go on that path. There's a certain path or route maybe you're not particularly happy you ended up taking. So I do feel like there could be some regret based upon certain decisions you've made, whether it was a decision for a certain career, a decision with a certain relationship, a decision for a personal goal or something of that sort. You know, you're kind of regretting that you made a certain choice. Now, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It doesn't have to be something that's like super extensive. It could be something that's very small. It doesn't have to be something that's very big, you know? Maybe you made a mistake in the next 24 hours where it's like, you know, I was thinking between Taco Bell or McDonald's. I should have chosen the McDonald's because when I had Taco Bell, we you know, you guys kind of know the result after eating Taco Bell, right? So it could be something that's less drastic, but if it is something that's more drastic, you're kind of going to be analyzing your decisions here, moving into your next 24 hours. So I feel here for many Pisceans, it's like, I regret a path I've taken. And looking at what you're dealing with here being the King of Pentacles reversed, you know, King of Pentacles reversed is a card here that kind of symbolizes a lack of abundance rather than abundance itself. So you feel like you walked down a path that didn't do you very well. And with the outcome here being the Four of Pentacles here is like you're keeping it to yourself. I don't feel like you're being very open about the fact that you feel regret at this time. So you're kind of dealing with this internally. All right. You're really internalizing your emotions. You're analyzing how you feel, but you're not really sharing it with other people. It's kind of like you're keeping it to yourself here at this time. If you've had any sort of regrets about decisions that you've made, here's my best advice. The great thing is that when we have regrets, there is never a moment that we can't make up for it, you know? And a lot of people are going to be like, well, no, because if I missed out on something, I can never have that opportunity again. Okay, maybe we won't have the same opportunities again that we've missed out on in life, but why can't we have a better one? Point blank, period. Why can't we have a better one than the original type of thing we were trying to get? You know, I look back in my life and I see a lot of moments I regret, a lot of things I regret missing out on, right? And then I started to learn that, you know, I missed out on those things for a reason. I walked the path I walked for a reason. And if I didn't end up getting into alignment with one path, it brought me to exactly where I needed to be. You know, I learned that if I missed out on something, guess what? I'm going to get something better in my future anyways. You know, I'm just that type of person. So I genuinely feel here for Pisceans, that's kind of my best advice. And that's kind of my best way to look at it. It's like, don't look at it as I regret the path I walked because I missed out on something else. Guess what? Whatever it is that you missed out on, you're gonna find something better anyways, because what's meant to be will be, and what isn't meant to be is not meant to be. So for any Pisceans that are kind of experiencing this energy here, moving into the next 24 hours, try to move away from being trapped into that energy of regret and look at it as rejection's God's protection. What wasn't meant for you wasn't meant for you, but what's coming will be meant for you. And I can almost guarantee you it will be a heck of a lot better than what you believe you missed out on. Okay? All right, my beautiful Pisceans, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Hopefully that message resonates. Of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. All right, baby. So we finished up here the water. We did the water, we did the fire, we did the earth. Jumping on now into our air sign. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Libra gang. What's going on here for Team Libra, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Libra, you did have a jumper come out. The jumper that came out was the Ace of Cups reversed. This could symbolize unrequited love for some people, or it could symbolize not really being super fulfilled in a situation, but we'll see what we got overall here for you. So Libras, what do we got showing up here for you for your next 24? Let's take a look here for the Libra. Overall energy here for you is going to be the Queen of Swords. Oh yeah, Libras are not messing around. Libras are not messing around is what the Queen of Swords here says. So you're kind of in a space where you could be not only just very blunt, but you could be cutting or removing yourself or detaching yourself from a person, place, or thing here at this time. Taking a look here at your current energy, we do have here the Five of Swords, looking at what it is you're dealing with. We have the Temperance in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here for you, we have here the Three of Pentacles. This one that I'm going to say is going to be like a very specific message. It's not going to resonate to every Libra. So this is going to be a specific one. Then I'll say the general one. Okay. So in terms of a specific message, there might be a Libra right now who's really pissed off at somebody. You know, you might be pissed off at a person, like your friend, your family member, your lover, whoever this is, you might be pissed off at them. And temperance in reverse is their way of saying, well, it's my mental health. And you're like, oh, you motherfucker. Don't go there. Don't tell me it's your mental health, because you know damn well I've been through some shit too. I have my own things going on. You have your own things going on, but your mental health is not an excuse for the negative behavior that you've casted upon me. And looking at the outcome here being the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles here is almost like you kind of communicating and coming together with this person and letting them know, I get that you've gone through stuff. I get that you have shit going on. I get that I have shit going on, but you cannot use that as an excuse. All right. So I do feel very specifically for maybe one or a few Libras out there, you might be really pissed off at somebody, and the way that they're trying to, you know, portray their actions is that it's their own mental health, but you're recognizing that there's a difference between somebody's mental health and there's a difference between the actions that come along here with it. Okay, so I do feel here that you're trying to tell somebody that's not an excuse. So that could be showing up here for a select few Libras. Now, kind of like the more general message for most of the Libras here, Queen of Swords, Five of Swords in reverse, or sorry, Queen of Swords here, Five of Swords upright. You might just be really irritated moving into the next 24 hours. It might be one of those days that could be represented as just a bad day, or it could be one of those days where you kind of feel like your emotions are all over the place. So if there's any Libras that are kind of feeling like your emotions are all out of whack in the next 24 hours, I think something's going to come in here and fix it. I wouldn't look at your day and deem it to be a bad day. All right. By the way, guys, this is the general message, not the specific message. But if you are a Libra here and moving into your next 24, if it seems like it's starting out to be a bad day, a rough day, your emotions are kind of all over the place, I feel like with the outcome here being the Three of Pentacles, something's going to come in here and make you feel better. Not sure if that's a person, like a friend, family member, lover. Not sure if it's ice cream that might make you feel better. Who knows? But there's going to be a silver lining for you, I guess, is the way that I could put it, moving into your next 24 hours. So just know that if it starts off a little intense, a little rough, don't deem it as a bad day. There will be some sort of silver lining, okay? Depending on whatever that is for you, okay? All right, Libra, love that for you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our first batch of zodiac signs here for today's daily reading. By the way, thank you everybody for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. For the 101 peeps in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, that'd be awesome. Thank you guys for coming out, and I hope you're having yourselves a good time. So we finished up our first batch. We're going to jump back on into the fire now, and let's go ahead and have a look here at Team Aries, all right? We're going to see what's going on here for the Aries gang, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information is going to be showing up in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on? All right, my Ram fam, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves two more shuffles over here, and then we'll see what information we have. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. What do we got going on? All right, Aries, overall energy here for you is going to start out here with the Two of Pentacles. So you could be connecting here possibly with a earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Having a look into your current energy, we got here the Four of Swords, looking at what you're dealing with. We got here the Devil in reverse. And then looking at the outcome here for you, Aries, is going to be the King of Wands in the reverse position. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Okay, so moving along here into your next 24 hours, Aries, Two of Pentacles here to the Four of Swords. I definitely see many of you here are kind of done giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, and that's why I'm kind of happy here. Because Aries typically, we talked about this yesterday almost in a way. Yesterday I was mentioning how if an Aries really respects somebody, like you'll never see an Aries like really go out there or put their all into someone, especially if like the person's not treating them that well, because Aries are the leaders, you know? So at the end of the day, if an Aries is really going all out for you, they really freaking love you. So I definitely kind of see a similar energy coming in here today for you. You know, moving into your next 24 hours, Two of Pentacles here, Four of Swords. It's like I'm done giving somebody the benefit of the doubt. You know, I've loved them as much as I could. I've given them as much as I could, but I can't take it anymore. Taking a look here at what it is you're dealing with, Devil in reverse. Devil in reverse here is very much so a card that says it's time to let go of the negativity, the toxicity, and the negative binding energies that have been happening here and currently going on between you and somebody else. So I honestly, I feel here for you, Aries. You kind of just, you can't put up with the antics anymore that somebody here is pulling. No matter how much you care for them, no matter how much you respect them, you know, you're tapping back into that Emperor energy and realizing I don't follow nobody, and I'm not going to chase somebody to the edge of the world if they're not willing to meet me halfway and work with me. So looking at the outcome here being the King of Wands reversed, you're losing your interest here in continuing to try to make things right or make things work with with someone, especially when I feel like they're not really working with you. And I feel like that's kind of like, intentionally happening here as well. They're really just choosing not to work with you. So Aries, like I said, yesterday you guys had a little bit of a similar message. I would definitely recommend, though, if this resonates with you, go check yesterday's message. That might resonate as well. But I feel like you just can't put up with somebody no more, You love this person, you respect them, but you respect yourself too much to keep on chasing. And I don't blame you, all right? So you're losing interest here, and you're letting go of the toxic game. All right, Aries, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up the fire. We're going to move on into the earth sign in just a sec. By the way, I see everybody mentioning in the chat and stuff about like storms and stuff. I know that in New York, at least right now, it's not supposed to snow, but it's going to be more of like a rainstorm and windstorm happening at some point tonight. I'm not sure about Christmas either. I think on Christmas, it's not going to snow either, but it is going to be very cold. I know that it's going to hit like a record of cold. I'm pretty sure in the Midwest of the United States, as far as New York is concerned, I think we'll be okay. It'll still be cold outside, but not too crazy. But I see you guys talking about it. Yeah, man, at the end of the day, it's getting a lot colder out here, man. We're in the winter now for sure. But in terms of New York, though, I think we're okay. We'll see. I'm not sure how the storm's going to be tonight, but hopefully it's nothing too crazy. All right, though. So we finished up the fire. We're going to hop back in now into an earth sign, and let's go ahead and have a look here at... Let's take a look here at the Bull Gang. Let's see what's happening here for Team Taurus. All right, what do we got going on here for the Bull Gang, baby? Messages here for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? What do we got showing up here, please? For the zodiac sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Taurus, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves one more shuffle here for you, and then we'll see what's in store here for you. Hopefully all is well. Taurus, overall energy here is going to be the Hangman. So you could be connecting here potentially with a Pisces for some of you. Having a look at your current energy, we do have here a Two of Pentacles, looking at what it is you're dealing with. We do have here the Two of Swords in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Ten of Cups in the reverse position. So let's see what's going on here for Team Taurus. Moving along here into your next 24 hours, we start out here with the Hangman in reverse all the way to the Two of Pentacles in the upright position. Sorry, Hangman upright, not in the reverse. So Hangman card here, Two of Pentacles here. You're kind of stuck, you're kind of not. I definitely get a little bit of a vibe here where it's like you kind of feel stuck in a situation, but like you can get out of it. It's almost like you have to ask yourself the question, what's keeping me here? Like what's keeping you tied in a situation, Taurus, when you can freely leave? I think that's kind of the question here that needs to be answered. And when I look at what it is you're dealing with, Two of Swords reversed, you already answer it for yourself. There's nothing tying you down to a situation that's not particularly inviting in a lot of love and happiness. Looking at the outcome here being the Ten of Cups in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse here is a card that represents not really being all that happy, all that fulfilled, and all that ecstatic with what's going on. So why are you keeping yourself there? There has to be some sort of deeper reasoning behind it, I mean, as far as what I see here for you, Taurus, you know that you have the free will to leave. You know that you can keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward any dang time you want, but you're still here in something that you're not really happy with. We got here the Moon, we got here the Three of Swords. For some Taurians, this won't resonate for all, but for some Taurians, what could be happening here is maybe you're in a low vibrational place, and considering that you're in a low vibrational place or feeling low vibrational vibes, there's this part of you that says, well, maybe I deserve to feel this way, and because I believe I deserve to feel this way, I keep myself invested in negative or unhelpful situations. What I've learned in my life is when I was in my lows, I would put myself in situations that aligned with what I was feeling. So if I was in my lows in life, I would, accept the love I thought I deserved at that time. Right? So I think it's important here to remember that despite where you are at vibrationally, that doesn't equate to your worthiness or deservingness. Point blank period. Because you're worthy and deserving of the best, despite where your vibrational is at on the vibrational scale. Whether you're low, high, medium, neutral, etc., your worthiness and your deservingness is a completely different scale. So what I feel here for Taurians moving into the next 24, this could be something you're doing. Maybe you don't feel great. Maybe you're in a place of heartbreak. Maybe you're sad. You're upset about something. That's why some of you here could still be tied and bound to all these negative situations, even though you know you have the freedom to walk away. Why aren't you walking away? Because you could potentially believe that that's where you deserve to be, even though that's not the truth. So definitely my best advice would be focus on detaching your worthiness from what you're feeling vibrationally. Know that your worthiness is always at the top. What you deserve, what you're worthy of, it's always at the motherfucking top. You deserve the best, you're worth the most. Always know that. Vibrationally, it's a spectrum. It's going to go ahead and be fluid. It's going to go up and down and all around town. I'm low vibrational some days. I'm neutral some days. I'm super high vibrational other days. That is how every human's going to feel because we live in a reality of duality. So just remember, split the two. Worthiness, deservingness at the top. It's never going to change. You're always worth the most. You always deserve the best. All right? In terms of your vibration, don't put those two together. All right? That would be my best advice here for you. So Taurus, and of course, among the rest of my advice here for you, walk out of the situation you're not happy with. Get the hell out of there. You know, you deserve a lot better, right? Don't keep yourself trapped just because you might be feeling like cock-a-poo-poo. It don't mean nothing, okay? What you're feeling will eventually change because it's a spectrum, right? Our vibration is constantly changing. It'll eventually change, but don't equate what you're feeling to what you are worthy and deserving of. If you're in that bad situation, get on out of it, okay? All right, my bull gang, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up here, Team Taurus. We're going to go ahead and move on in now into the fire. Nope, we did fire. We did earth. We're going to move on into the water signs now, and we're going to have a look here at the Cancer. Let's see what's going on here for Team Cancer, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Let's see what we got going on. By the way, for the 146 peeps in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope your day is going well here so far, okay? All right, baby. What do we got showing up here for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Let's see what we got going on. I feel an interesting energy, Cancer. I definitely feel an interesting energy. I don't know what I'm feeling though. It's like I can't put something on it here. What is it? Let's see what's going on. One more shuffle, okay? And what do we got happening here for the Cancer? Cancer, overall energy, here's a tower. Overall energy here for you is going to be the tower in reverse. Now it's in the reverse, okay? So no need to be concerned, Cancer. We got a reversal here for you. Taking a look here at your current energy, Hermit in reverse, looking at what it is you're dealing with, High Priestess, and then looking at the outcome for Cancerian, we have here the Temperance in the reverse position. So coming into your next 24 hours, Cancer, tower in reverse here to the Hermit in reverse. I kind of feel like you're getting back into a space where you are avoiding something or dismissing something or someone. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with here right now being the High Priestess, yeah, it's kind of like you're intuitively being called upon to avoid something, Cancer. And Cancerians, when your intuition tells you to avoid something, do not ignore your intuition because Cancerians are highly sensitive people, and so is everybody else, to be completely honest. I can't just strip it down to one zodiac sign, but I know, every Cancer I've met always been a highly sensitive person, so when you get that gut feeling, please do not ignore it. If you're being told to kind of avoid something at this time, tune on in, tap on in, and listen to what it's saying. Having a look here at the outcome for you, Cancerian, we do have here the Temperance in reverse. Temperance in reverse here is a card that represents different kinds of feelings and emotions kind of happening all at once. It usually means that you're not in emotional balance, so things could feel kind of out of balance or out of whack. Okay, give me 1 second, Cancer. Excuse me. Thank you very much. Hold on one sec, guys. Okay, so as I was mentioning here for you, Temperance in reverse for the outcome, it kind of can mean that like your emotions here are kind of all out of whack. So the way that I see this reading for you, Cancer, you're in a space where you're being called to avoid something, and chances are you're going to start feeling all these mixed feelings and emotions because what you're being told to avoid is what you're starting to pick up on emotionally if you are to invest in it. For example, Cancer, let's say somebody asks you to hang out, and then suddenly you start feeling weird about that hangout message. They said, hey, why don't we go hang out? Let's go to the mall. Let's go shopping. And then you think about it and you start to feel weird feelings and emotions when that gets brought up, when you start thinking about going out with this person shopping. If you're feeling that, chances are it's your intuition telling you avoid it, because your intuition might be giving you a bit of a preview to what feelings and emotions you might potentially be feeling if you were to go out shopping. Okay, so that's kind of a weird way to put it, but I'm hoping that it's resonating and making sense because it's kind of hard for me to put it into words of how this message plays out. So essentially, whatever you're feeling is essentially what you can avoid. So listen to your intuition. It will not resonate to every Cancer. Not every Cancer will resonate with this message, but if it tends to happen to you tomorrow and you just get a weird vibe and you get these weird feelings, just know that if you avoid whatever it is that you could potentially invest into, then you could be avoiding those feelings and emotions that you don't want to be feeling in the first place. Okay? All right, Cancer, take it if it resonates, of course. Leave it if it doesn't, but nonetheless, thank you for tuning in, my loves. Okay? So we did the water, we did the fire, we did the earth, jumping back on into our air sign. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Aquarius gang. What do we got going on here, baby? Messages here for Team Aqua. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Aquarius, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on here, baby. Hopefully, all is going to be well. What's going on here for you? Aqua, overall energy here is going to be the Page of Pentacles in reverse. You could be connecting here potentially with a earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Having a look here at your current energy, we do have here the Six of Cups in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have here the Fool in reverse. And then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Judgment in the reverse position. So Aquarius, let's see what's going on here for you. Now, what I definitely could say is you could be dealing with two zodiac signs. So you could potentially be connecting here with either a Scorpio or possibly be connecting here with an Aries. So you might be dealing with those two zodiacs for a few of you, but nonetheless, Page of Pentacles reversed here, Six of Cups reversed, Aquarius. The way that I feel here for you moving into the next 24 hours is that you're kind of done giving to the past. Now, when I say giving, it's not thinking about the past. It's not that you're done thinking about the past, but you're done quite literally providing for it, giving your energy to it. And what it means here for you is that, let's say you dealt with somebody of the past, you broke up with them or you disconnected from them, and that individual just kind of kept on doing everything they can to keep you in their present and to keep you in their life. It feels to me like all throughout this time, you've tried to make your boundaries clear. You've tried to get this person to understand, and this situation or person just, they kind of just seem to keep on following you is what I'm picking up on here for you, Aquarius. So for example, if you are no longer with somebody romantically, you tried to move on and do your own thing. I feel like this person has remained stuck on you, and they've been trying over and over and over again to come back, and you've kept telling them no, and they've kept stepping over your boundaries. And now this is you saying, okay, I'm literally done giving anything back to the past, aka I'm not going to respond now. I'm not going to communicate. I'm not going to show them any of my energy anymore so that they can get the point. Looking at what you're dealing with here being the Fool in reverse. Fool in reverse here is a card of completely and utterly letting go. And then with the outcome here being the Judgment in reverse, it's showing here that you're not interested in giving a second chance. So I feel like for many Aquarians here, if this resonates, you're probably dealing with a situation where somebody from your past is still trying to be a part of your life. And I think you've tried to be as kind as you can going about it, trying to let them know that you want to be in your own space, you want to do your own thing, but it seems to me like they've kept on pushing those boundaries with you after time and time and time again, and you're saying to yourself, the only way for me to truly eliminate my past from my present is going to be to have to cut off all that communication. It's going to be to have to block the person on social media. It's going to be I have to show my silence to prove a point. Because the more that I kind of kept, their communication or their line of communication to me open, the more I've kept the past open in my life when I've really just wanted to focus on myself and my future and what I got going on right now, So definitely get where you're coming from. And it's situations like that where you can be keeping your past open, even if that's not the intention, right? Just allowing the person to continue to communicate to you, no matter how many times you respond back and tell them you're not interested, in a way that was keeping the past open still, even though that's not what you wanted. So I see you completely closing it all out here for you and just going ahead and doing your own thing and proving this person your point, and also kind of enforcing your boundaries here so that they can respect them. All right, Aquarius, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our second batch of zodiac signs for today's daily reading. We're going to go ahead and move on into the last and final batch now, and that's going to start out here with the fire signs. So speaking of fire signs, let's go ahead and have a look here at the Leo gang. Let's see what we got going on here, baby. What do we got showing up here for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Leo, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves 2 more shuffles over here, and then we'll see what we got, baby. Hopefully, all is going to be well. What do we got going on for the Leo gang? Let's go ahead and take a look, okay? All right, my beautiful Leo peeps. Overall energy here for you starts out here with the Hangman. So you could be connecting here possibly with a Pisces for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, we do have the Strength card, which is Leo energy. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got the Seven of Cups in reverse. And then looking at the outcome for you, we have the Six of Cups in the upright position. Okay, Leo, coming on into your next 24 hours. Let's see what is up. All right, Hangman card here, Strength card here. Strength card is the card of kind of like taming the beast. It's about holding yourself back. I think most importantly right now, you have something that maybe wasn't completely dealt with from the past, but I think that many of you are getting ready to let it go. Maybe this is the energy of anger that you still hold towards somebody, resentment you still hold towards somebody. There's something of the past that you've held on to for a while, and you're realizing how it's not impacting you for the best. You know, it's like this resentment I've held on to, this anger that I've bared, it's not good for me. It's not healthy for me. It's not the best thing for me. And I'm realizing that the more that I keep holding on to it, because keep in mind, Seven of Cups reversed doesn't mean multiple different events. When it's in the reverse position, it means it's focused on one thing and one thing only. So you could be focused on one person that you bear resentment to, one event that occurred in your past that you hold resentment or anger towards, and you're just realizing this has been on my mind for the longest time. This is baggage and energy that I've carried on my shoulders for the longest time, and I don't want this to be a part of me anymore. I really feel like you're getting ready here to get unstuck moving into the next 24 hours. And with the outcome here being the Six of Cups, what you really want to get unstuck from is this past situation that you've been reliving for a while. You know, I'm not sure exactly how long you've been reliving this situation or reliving this feeling that you've been having for quite some time, but something from your past has been heavily on your mind, and you're getting ready here to completely cut it off going forward because you're recognizing it, how it's impacting you. Now, of course, keep in mind it won't resonate to every Leo out there, but if this does happen to be your story, I get where you're coming from. You know, sometimes it can be hard to let go of resentments that we share towards certain people we've had previous connections with. It can be hard to let go of anger for events or things that have occurred in our past. But the more we carry that shit forward with us, the more it eats away at us. And that's never the best idea, right? We never want things to continue to eat away at us. Instead, we want to be in a neutral energy, and we want to be in a good ass energy too. So I feel here for the Leos. If this resonates to you, baby, take it how it resonates. If it doesn't, leave it be. But I think that the best advice I can give you is this is a great time to release and let go, especially with the winter solstice, which occurred yesterday. It's a great time for new beginnings. So if this is your story, don't be afraid here to let go of any sort of resentment, anger, anything you've been holding on to. It's a great time to finally have that reset and to lighten yourself up and to take that weight off your shoulders. The past is the past. You can never go back there. The future is the future. You can never get there. We can only live in the present. That's why they call it the present, because it's a motherfucking gift. Okay? So, hop on into the present over here, Leo, and let yourself have a good reset. Don't carry this energy with you anymore. Reset and start from here. Okay? All right, Leo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, we just finished up all of our fire signs here for today's daily reading. We're going to go ahead and jump back on into the water signs now, and we're going to have a look here at the Scorpio. All right? All right, baby. Let's see what we got going on here for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What messages do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Oh, and by the way, thank you, Kimberly. More than happy to help. You said I read this Leo like a book. Much love, or much thanks and much love for months. I'm happy to help, man. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate that. And yeah, like I always say, guys, I'm more than happy to help. If my readings can help out in any sort of way, that makes me happy, and that's what I'm here to do, you know? So more than glad to resonate with you, all right? All right, baby. What do we got showing up here for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. What's going on here for the Scorpio? Scorpio, overall energy for you is going to be the Tower in reverse. Now, the Tower card is Scorpionic energy, so you're showing up here in this reading for sure. Taking a look here at your current energy, we do have here the King of Wands. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have here the Empress, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Queen of Cups. So as far as what I'm seeing for Scorpios, let's take a look here for you. Tower here reversed all the way to the King of Wands in the upright position. All right. Well, Tower reversed is a card of avoidance. King of Wands in the upright position is a card of focus. I think right now, whatever's grabbing your interest is what you might be currently avoiding. And I think there's a reason you're avoiding it. something here's grabbing your attention, Scorpio, but I think you know that it's not good, because when I see what you're dealing with here being the Empress card is saying, Scorpio, you're beyond this. You've grown past this. So don't let, things of the past kind of become things of the present. How do I explain this? It's like you've outgrown certain behaviors, and somebody or a situation here has triggered old behaviors, old patterns, which you've outgrown. And it almost feels like you can feel those old patterns coming back in, moving into your next 24 hours. And you're saying to yourself immediately, don't engage, Scorpio. It's not time to engage. Don't go back to the old ways of doing things. Don't go back to the old behaviors. Don't allow myself to get trapped back into that energy. Stay where I am right now, because I've outgrown all these types of situations, all these types of behaviors. I don't want to engage in somebody else's BS. So I feel like something's grabbing your attention. It could be a person, it could be something they said, it could be an action they've taken, it could be a social media post, but there's definitely something here grabbing your attention in kind of like a negative light, and you're saying to yourself, that's not who I am anymore. I'm not going to get triggered by this. I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm going to do everything I can to kind of rise above and not engage in whatever this situation is. So like I said, of course, it won't resonate to every Scorpio out there, but that's what I see showing up here for you, with your outcome here being the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups here says, I need to kind of keep myself in check right now emotionally. It's not the right time to, reverse all the things I've worked hard on about myself, to go in and kind of pop off on somebody, or to go in and let somebody, get me down or mess with my energy or trigger me, right? I've done everything I needed to do to work hard on myself and to become the person I wanted to be. I'm not reversing here because of this King of Wands, So take it how it resonates to you, leave it if it doesn't, but I definitely agree with that. I think that in life, we all are going to continue to grow, and, sometimes old habits die hard. Sometimes it's really hard to let go of the, habits we have or the ways of doing things, right? And things can trigger us even if we have grown as a person, and sometimes it can make us want to just go back into our ways and do things maybe we're not happy about. But I think that being able to rise above and recognize that you as a person have changed and you've become who you've wanted to be is the most important thing. At the end of the day, Scorpio, by taking a step back and letting yourself remain unbothered and taking a look at all the growth that you've made and changes you've made that have benefited you will probably be more helpful at this moment in time. You've changed a lot to become the person you want to be. Don't let somebody over here, kind of bop you back into an old version of yourself that maybe you weren't happy with, okay? You deserve better, and you are better, and you're keeping it popping and pushing. So the last thing you got to do here is move on forward from whoever this King of Wands is. All right, Scorpio, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all of the water signs. We also finished up all of the, did I skip, by the way, guys? Let me check the order real quick, because I feel like I did. I think I was supposed to do earth signs, but we did water instead. Yeah, I was supposed to do earth signs. My bad, guys. So we did Leo, we did Scorpio. So fire's done, water's done. I was supposed to do earth before, so we'll do earth now, and then we'll finish off with the air signs. So jumping on into our earth signs now, let's go ahead and have a look here at the Virgo and see what's going on here for you, baby. What do we got showing up here for the lovely Virgo gang? What's happening, baby? Messages here for Team Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got coming up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? By the way, for the 181 peeps in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves and having yourselves a fantastic day. All right, Virgo, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on here, baby. Hopefully, all is well. Let's take a look. Overall energy for you is going to be the 8 of Wands. So 8 of Wands showing up here for you. You could be dealing with a fire sign for some of you. Looking at your current energy, we got here the Star in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have here the 3 of Wands in reverse. And then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse position. So Virgo, coming on into your next 24 hours, let's see what's up here, baby. So we got here the Star in reverse. We got here the 8 of Wands. I think right now, you're kind of like not engaging in false hope is almost what it looks like to me here for you personally, Virgo. You might look at a situation right now and kind of identify it as false hope, or you identify it as something that's not going to come to fruition. And it's kind of like, instead of getting my hopes up right now, I'm going to kind of just move in a different direction instead of focusing on this or hoping for whatever this is to work out. Yeah, looking at what you're dealing with here, being the Three of Wands in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse here is a card that represents you're turning your back on something. So I feel like you no longer have hope for a situation. Maybe you've been patient, or as patient as you could be, but with the outcome here being the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, this is the realization of I don't have any patience left in me anymore to keep on hoping that something's going to work out when it just simply hasn't. Now, at the end of the day, I think that there are certain situations that are worth hoping for. I think that hope could be a positive thing, but it also could be a negative thing too. You know, I'm a very big advocator of if you're in a stagnant place, it's not worth waiting on anything. You got to keep your life in motion. And I think that you've kept yourself in a space where you've waited on something for a long time now, Virgo. And I think that if it's meant to manifest, you shouldn't have to wait. It'll just happen when it's meant to. Here's my best advice. The more we wait for things in our lives to manifest, usually the more they get delayed. For example, if we're waiting for a lover to just show up into our life, it's usually a lot more difficult to find a lover. But the moment you forget about it, the moment you let go of trying to find love, then suddenly this perfect person enters your life. You know, for those of you that are waiting on getting tons and tons of financial stability, you know, the more you keep putting financial stability on a pedestal, usually the more difficult it is to attain it. So sometimes in life, we just got to remember, if we want things to work out, or if things are going to work out, they're going to work out when they work out. You know, the more you keep on waiting for it to happen, it's almost like the more you're always going to be in that energy of waiting. By the way, Marlene, thank you for the $2. I appreciate the super chat. Really, really appreciate it. It said it's Danny, her son. Thanks for making my mom happy. I love you. Oh, that's sweet. Thanks, Danny. Appreciate the $2 donation. I'm more than happy, man, to make Marlene, your mom, and everybody else happy. Thank you for that donation, bud. Appreciate that. All right, though, guys, regardless, man, getting back into your message here for you personally, Virgo, I really feel here for many of you that my best advice I could give you is, if you're waiting on something, you should never wait on something that isn't waiting on you. Whether it's a person, whether it's like a callback from a job, you should always keep your life in motion. If something's meant to happen, it's going to happen. And it's not going to happen by you waiting for it. It's going to happen when you're out there living your life, you know? Like I've mentioned about love, right? I was the person who always used to wait for love. It's like, I'm waiting for the perfect woman to come into my life, you know? I was that kid waiting for the perfect woman to come into my life. And you know what happened? I didn't find any women. I didn't meet nobody. Nobody came into my life. But when I stopped looking for that love, that's when all the partners I've ever had just manifested, you know? I remember going through so many stages where I wanted love so badly, and I wanted it so much that I almost resisted it, right? So my advice here for you, Virgo, is never wait on something that isn't waiting on you. Don't continue to be patient and wait on something if it doesn't seem like it's coming to you. Just live your best life, and everything that's meant to fall into place for you will inevitably fall into place here for you, okay? Hopefully that advice does help out, though, because it's helped me out tons of times in my life. You know, sometimes you got to let the chips fall into place. You got to let the puzzle pieces fall into place, you know, instead of manually trying to put them in there. All right, Virgo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all of the earth signs, as well as the fire signs and the water signs. Going on to the last zodiac sign for today, we're going to go ahead and have a look here at the Gemini gang. What do we got going on for the Gemini, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? What's showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Gemini, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves 3 more shuffles over here, and then we'll see what's going on. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. What do we got showing up here for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Gemini, let's see what's up. Gemini, overall energy here for you is going to be the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So you could be connecting here potentially with a earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Having a look here at your current energy, we do have here the Four of Swords in reverse. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we have here the Nine of Pentacles. And then looking at the outcome here for you, Gemini, is going to be the Ace of Wands in the reverse position. Give me 1 second. The card fell. Hold on here, Gemini. Give me 2 seconds, guys, as it decided to fall all the way on the floor. Okay, hold on. It is always a battle sometimes to pick up my tarot cards when they fall down. So regardless, Gemini, moving on into your next 24 hours, let's see what we got going on here for you. So we start out here with the Four of Pentacles reverse, then we move here into the Four of Swords in reverse. I do feel like you're trying to drop something. I do see that you're very much so trying to be independent here at this time. Looking at what it is you're dealing with the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is a very big card here of independence. Whatever it is you're dropping here, it could be a person, place, or thing. It could be a friend, family member, lover. Doesn't have to be somebody that you are dealing with romantically though, but I definitely feel strongly that you are letting go. You want to be independent from someone. Looking at the outcome here being the Ace of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse here is a card that represents not only do you want to be isolated from this person, but you're not interested in a future with this individual or with this situation any longer. So for Geminis moving into the next 24 hours, you are very, very much so and very, very confident in your decision to want to be single or to want to be separated from somebody in your life. Now, I'm not sure who this is. It could be somebody like you it could be somebody in love. It could be somebody that you've been dealing with, like a business partner. It could be a friend. But I do see right now, Gemini, it's like, I want to be doing me and I want to be in my own direction and I want to focus on my own future. There is no longer going to be a future between me and somebody else. All right. Can we get more information here for Gemini about this situation? Can we get more information here for Gemini about their situation? We have here Knight of Wands reversed, Knight of Swords reversed, Two of Cups reversed, Eight of Pentacles reversed. Gemini, to give it to you guys bluntly, okay? The way that I'm seeing it here for you, Knight of Wands reversed, I don't want to see them, I don't want to talk to them. Knight of Swords, I don't want to have a connection with them. Two of Cups in reverse, and Eight of Pentacles, I don't want to work on resolving any of our issues with this individual, okay? So Geminis, to put it very bluntly here for your reading into the next 24 hours, you are completely and ready here to totally cut somebody off and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. I wish I could have a more expanding kind of message than what I just received, but that's the way that it was coming out. Geminis are a little ticked off here, okay? I don't know if a little ticked off is the way to put it, but Gemini, y'all are ticked off, okay? And you do not want to be around somebody. It's like you want the full, complete, cut off and detached experience, and I'm not really getting much as to a reasoning as to why. And maybe you want to keep that to yourself. I'm not going to pry here as a tarot reader, but I do see for whatever your reasonings are, these reasonings are important to you. So I respect that for sure. All right, Gemini, intense ass reading, not the reading that I expected, and I try to gather more information for you, but it's just not coming through. It's more of like, listen, I totally want to detach. I got my reasons. Don't worry about it. I'm doing me. I'm confident that being on my own and being away from this person or situation is the best thing for me, and it is what it is. All right, Gemini, goddamn, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. But guys, with all that being said, thank you all so much for coming out here to the daily reading. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Of course, if it resonates, do let me know down in the comments down below. By the way, Marlene, there was a message that you responded to. You said, thanks for doing that, Aunt. You made his day. He took so long trying to fit something in. LOL, he's the sweetest. I love that. That's adorable. Oh, I'm happy he did. I hope he has a fantastic day with his mom. Thank you guys again. I love that. Really, really awesome. But regardless though, guys, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Shout out to all of you. Hope you've had yourselves a fantastic time here throughout today's daily reading. I did want to mention here to everybody, for those of you that are in the chat currently, if you can drop a like, that'd be awesome. I'd really, really appreciate it. Shout out to the people that come out Monday through Friday. Thank you for your love, everybody. Thank you for your support. Really, really means a lot to me. I wanted to mention here as well, today I ended up uploading Gemini and Cancer for your January 2023 reading. So if you haven't seen your January 2023 reading yet, definitely feel free to give it a check out. It's currently uploaded to the channel. So I have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. If you're any of those signs, you can check out your January monthly reading. In terms of the rest of the readings, those are going to get finished probably next week. So for everybody who's still waiting on a monthly reading for January, stay tuned, guys. I'll get them out as quickly as possible. I'm not sure if there will be anything else getting uploaded tomorrow except for the weekend reading, but in terms of the weekend reading, we'll have that tomorrow, and then the holidays are on the weekend, and then Monday will go as followed as a normal schedule for next week. So I just wanted to give you guys a couple of those updates, okay? All right, though, guys, of course, if you're new here and you really enjoy the channel, if you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibes, come on down and subscribe, baby. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into the Soul family, all right? But all right, everybody, I love you all very much. Have a great and amazing rest of your day. Happy Thursday to every single one of you. I appreciate you. Hope you had fun here, and I will catch everybody in the next video. Much love to my soul family, and y'all take care and have yourselves a good one. Peace.